Hello, my beautiful, darling Cancer babies. I hope everybody is safe, happy, healthy, and doing well. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Gina. This is a Cancerian only channel. Cross watchers are welcome. If you would like to view other sign placements, you could visit my main channel, Tarot of Light. The link is below. I have a Virgo, I was going to say VO. I've got a Leo and Virgo only channel. Those links are also in the description box below, okay? I was going to say readings can be vice versa, but I'm not sure about this one because it's a twin flame reading. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when my readings post and when the winners are announced. I give away tarot cards, oracle cards, and crystals. Hashtag what you would like to win in the comment section below. Not in the chat, because if you put it in the chat, I won't see it. So hashtag the word all if you don't mind winning any one of those things, okay? Winners are announced on the 1st of the month on the community page, okay? My tarot tutorial is 50% off. I did it for Cancer baby season, and I'm doing it for Leo and Virgo season since I have a Leo and Virgo only channel also. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours long. If you're looking to start a YouTube channel or learn how to read tarot, you could check that out. My new tarot and oracle deck are on my website, okay? All right, my loves. So let's get popping here, okay? So we're going to do a twin flame reading. So my loves, we're going to be doing divine feminine and divine masculine, okay? The easiest way to determine if you are the divine feminine is if you're the one who's a little bit more in your feelings, if you're a little bit more with your heart on your sleeve, if you're coming from an energy of wanting to build and manifest, okay? If you are in your divine masculine energy, that would be the person who is a little bit more colder in the relationship, more in control of their emotions, where even if that person is, let's say, suffering or happy or sad or in love, they don't really show it too much, okay? So you can be a man in your divine feminine energy, because we both have divine feminine and divine masculine energy in us, okay? It all depends on which one you're sitting in the moment. So you could be a man in your divine feminine energy, you could be a female in your divine masculine energy, okay? So it's up to you to determine who goes where and what is what, okay? Okay, Cancer, so the top row here is going to be the divine masculine, and the bottom row is going to be the divine feminine, okay? So here in the middle, Cancer, we're going to find out what the energy is between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Ooh, we got the Empress. We're starting off with the divine feminine. So the energy between you and your twin is coming into an energy of wanting to build together, wanting to manifest together, or it could be that perhaps the relationship is becoming more centered on the divine feminine. Okay, don't forget, Cancer, that the Empress is a representation of creating something new through pain. Okay, the Empress is generally a card that of someone who's pregnant. When we give birth to new life, it is painful. Going through labor is painful. So this could be a representation, Cancer, that the twin flame journey between the divine feminine and the divine masculine has been a very painful journey up until now. And it could be that, you know, now we're sparking new life. It's coming into a new path, okay? So it could be any one of those things. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have going on here with the divine masculine. What is on the divine masculine's mind, and what is the divine masculine feeling in this current moment? The Three of Swords. Okay, so Cancer, the masculine is heartbroken right now. The divine masculine is feeling heartbroken right now. The divine masculine could have been the one that was betrayed in this connection, or Cancer, it could be that the divine masculine has broken their own heart by hurting the divine feminine, okay? This could also be a representation, Cancer, that You know, normally the Three of Swords is a representation of a third party. So it could be that the Divine Masculine feels that they allowed a third party to interfere between them and the Divine Feminine. We'll clarify that at the end, okay? So let's see how the Divine Feminine is feeling about the situation right now. Oh, we got the Lover's card. Oh, Cancer. We could be dealing with a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. But the Lover's card is Adam, Eve, and the snake, okay? It talks about needing to make a decision. So we have a soul tie connection here, and then we have the snake, which could represent temptation. And then when we see the Three of Swords here, this is an indication, Cancer, where maybe the Divine Masculine with that snake energy had another person in the picture. This could have been a third party situation. It could be that this person, you know, that snake energy could be anything, Cancer. Maybe this person is hooked on drugs. Maybe they're sitting in ego. Maybe they gamble. Maybe they drink. Maybe they're immature. That third party situation could be anything. And from what I'm getting here is the way the feminine is feeling is that, you know, the Divine Masculine constantly chooses the snake, and the Divine Masculine is feeling that, you know, they are the ones that caused the pain and the connection. They are the ones that, you know, perhaps allowed a third party situation, whether it's another person or not, to interfere in this connection. Okay. Okay, so how is the Divine Masculine viewing the Divine Feminine right now? Okay. Ace of Cups. And guys, by the way, this is my tarot deck, okay? Spirit Shield Tarot. So the Divine Masculine is viewing the Divine Feminine as the love of their life. The Divine Masculine is starting to come to this awakening that they are completely and utterly in love with the Divine Feminine. Or this could be a representation, because the actual question that we asked, Cancer, was how is the masculine viewing the feminine? So this could be a representation where the masculine, the Divine Masculine, is aware that the Divine Feminine is 100% in love with them. Yeah. The Divine Masculine views the feminine as someone who is completely and utterly in love with them. Okay, how is the feminine viewing the masculine? King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So Cancer, the feminine is viewing the masculine as somebody that has the potential to be loving, kind, sweet, but the King of Cups in their masculine energy has so much control over their emotions that they can sometimes appear uncaring, unkind, and cold. So the feminine is viewing the masculine as emotionally detached, uncaring, or unkind, and the masculine is viewing the feminine as someone that gives an abundance of love, okay? So as you can see, Cancer, that's very unbalanced. Because one person is receiving overwhelming love, and the other person, the feminine, feels like the masculine does not open up emotionally or is not emotionally vulnerable in the connection. The feminine energy does feel that the masculine has some emotion or love in their heart, like they can sense there's something in there, but it's like they don't show it enough. The masculine just doesn't show the feminine that they care enough. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this masculine views the relationship as a whole. How is this Divine Masculine viewing the relationship as a whole? The Hanged Man. So Cancer, the Divine Masculine is viewing this relationship as stalled out. Stalled out. The masculine feels like the reason why this connection is on and off, on and off, on and off, has to be for a reason. okay? And I feel like the masculine is trying to figure out why it's so complicated with the feminine. Okay. Now, the Hanged Man, we could be dealing with a Pisces here. Okay. The Hanged Man is a representation of suffering and sacrificing to gain some form of enlightenment. So the masculine feels that in this relationship, it's constantly being paused or delayed, but they're trying to figure out why. Why do we keep coming back together? Why do we keep breaking up? What is it about this connection? The masculine is trying to understand the relationship between them and the feminine. Do you understand? They still haven't quite grasped what is it about the feminine or this connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why do we keep pulling apart and coming back together? Okay. Let's see how the divine feminine feels about this relationship as a whole. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The feminine is beginning to feel emotionally disconnected from the relationship. Now, guys, the Eight of Cups doesn't always represent just walking away. The Eight of Cups can represent being in a relationship and emotionally checking out. You know, so the feminine has been sitting in an energy of numbness almost. Like the feminine has been sitting in an energy of just wanting to walk away. What comes after the Eight of Cups? The Nine of Cups, okay? So, and the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. The feminine is starting to almost emotionally become numb and want to just disconnect and walk away, because the feminine could potentially be feeling that there's something else better out there, that they're happier without the masculine, or that they can find someone that they could could fulfill their wishes better than the masculine. Okay. And I feel like all of this is stemming from the fact that, you know, maybe the masculine with the Hanged Man is very uncertain over whether they want this connection or not. Okay. It could be that there's a third party in the picture. It could be that the masculine has to choose between their divine feminine and quite possibly a karmic, because usually in twin flame connections, there's a masculine, a feminine, and a karmic. Okay. So Cancer, it could be that the reason why the divine feminine is becoming numb and emotionally detached in this connection and starting to come into an energy of wanting to walk away so that they can find, you know, wish fulfillment and happiness. The Nine of Cups also talks about a little bit more of a selfish energy of wanting to have their wishes fulfilled. And it's interesting, Cancer, because Venus is in retrograde right now. And this particular Venus in retrograde talks about realizing what we really want in our relationships and basically not settling for less. Okay. So the divine feminine here is coming to an energy so far, Cancer, where they're realizing, I don't want to be treated like an option. You have my whole heart with the Ace of Cups here, and the divine masculine knows it. The divine masculine knows that they have the divine feminine's full attention and their full heart, okay? But they are remaining emotionally disconnected because I feel like there is something else that is blocking the picture. It could be a third party person gambling. I don't know, you know, what it is, but it seems to me here that there's a major blockage in this connection. Okay. And the feminine has just emotionally gone numb and given up on it. All right. Okay. What does the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine? King of Wands. Leo, Sag, Aries energy. So Cancer, the divine masculine wants to tell the divine feminine that, you know, listen, okay, the divine masculine is sitting in this King of Wands energy, which is an energy of being sexy, being charming, being charismatic. This is someone who's very good looking, someone who likes attention, someone who likes to go out and have a good time. Okay. So I feel like the divine masculine wants to tell the divine feminine, you know, I'm capable of being in a relationship, but I need need to be able to socialize or get attention, or, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like maybe the feminine feels that the masculine is too flashy or flirts too much, or do you see what I'm saying? And the masculine wants to tell the feminine, listen, this is who I am, you know, but I can be committed, because this is someone that's coming in as a king. So this is someone that's saying, I could commit to you, but I need to socialize, and I need to be able to be flashy and have fun and dress nice and do all of these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I feel like the feminine might be in a little bit of an energy of wanting the divine masculine to tone it down a little bit. Okay, let's see what the divine feminine has to say to the divine masculine. We've got the Page of Wands. Oh my Lanta. Okay, so Cancer, the divine masculine wants to tell the divine feminine, listen, I am a king. I'm capable of being a king. I'm capable of maintaining a relationship and maintaining a social life and doing all these things. And the feminine wants to tell the masculine, no. What you're saying is actually childish. That you're saying you want a commitment while wanting to act single. Do you see what I'm saying? The divine feminine feels that the divine masculine is extremely immature. So the divine masculine is coming towards the divine feminine in an energy of wanting to tell the feminine energy, you know, I can be committed and go hang out with other girls or go hang out with other guys, like other people of the opposite sex, let's just say. I can be committed and go to strip clubs or go have girls' night and come home drunk at 5 o'clock in the morning. I can be committed and still live this crazy, you know, lifestyle. And the feminine is like, no, that's an immature energy. I'm an empress and you're supposed to be an emperor. And that means that, you know, guys' night would entail you going to your buddy's house and, you know, watching a football game and then coming home at 11, 12 o'clock at night. Not, you know, going bar hopping into strip clubs and coming home at 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you understand? Or, you know, if you're talking about a female, you know, it doesn't entail going club hopping all night long, getting drunk, peeing in the middle of the street and having to be carried home at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, that's what we do when we're young. Now we are sitting in Emperor, Empress energy. You know, you want to have a girls' night, you go, you have dinner, you laugh, you joke, and you're home by 10:30. Do you understand? Like, there's an energy here where the divine feminine is telling the divine masculine, what you're saying is immature. We are not kids anymore. What you want is to have a high school relationship. Those are the type of relationships that we have in high school and in our early 20s, where everybody is young and everybody wants to party and do those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we're not young anymore. We're not kids anymore. We're grown. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like the feminine feels that whatever the masculine is saying is extremely immature. Do you understand? Okay, now let's see what challenges the masculine needs to overcome. I just have something else to say before I pull that card. I feel like the masculine is doing things to hurt the relationship and wants to make the feminine understand that they're getting mad for no reason and that it's perfectly acceptable and it's okay. Like, I'm going to throw an example out there, okay? Let's just say I have a boyfriend and my boyfriend has a female friend that's a best friend, okay? My boyfriend and this female best friend have a sexual history together, and my boyfriend thinks it's okay to go meet up with this person for lunch, to go hang out at their house alone at night, or to go do all these things with this female best friend that they have had a sexual history with for years. Like, they've been on and off sexually for years. Okay. And this divine masculine wants to explain to me that I'm being irrational and I'm being insensible and that I shouldn't be insecure and that I should be okay with the fact that my boyfriend is running off and spending all this alone time with someone that they have an extended, you know, sexual history with, that, you know, that this best friend who's a female will have sex with my person at the drop of a dime with no commitment, not caring, you know, maybe even My boyfriend has admitted to me that they've cheated on their girlfriends with this best friend. Do you understand? And my divine masculine wants to, this is just an example, Cancer, okay? And my divine masculine wants me to understand that it's perfectly okay. That this concept should not hurt my feelings or make me feel insecure in any way, shape, or form. Which is ultimately making me feel like they are choosing the best friend's feelings over mine. Do you understand? And that's why the divine feminine is saying, you know what, this is extremely immature. We're not kids anymore. And if you're serious about having me in your future, it should be my feelings that you're worried about, not someone else's. The divine feminine is coming into an energy of, if you're going to be with me, you need to be willing to hurt other people's feelings to protect mine. And the masculine is not understanding that concept, because the masculine technically hasn't really made the full-blown decision with that Hanged Man energy to really commit to this. So with the Three of Swords there, the divine masculine is aware that, you know, they are causing the divine feminine pain. I got a mosquito bite on my back. You know what I'm saying? They are aware that they're causing the divine feminine pain, or that this is hurting the divine feminine, but they keep trying to stall, making a final decision. Okay, so let's see what the challenge is for the masculine. The Queen of Wands, there's that best friend I was just telling you about. Cancer, I feel like there is, in your relationship, there is a karmic here. Okay, this is going to be super specific. I don't know why I just gave that example, but going back to the example I just gave, I feel like there is, someone else in the picture. Okay, my boyfriend's best friend is a girl type of thing. Okay, there is a queen, and this could be an ex that is just always there, on your person's back all the time. We're going to clarify the Queen of Wands, but that's the challenge. The challenge is, in fact, a person, Cancer. Okay, and this Queen of Wands energy is blocking this twin flame union. So that is the challenge for the masculine, to close out the cycle with the Queen of Wands and put the Empress above all others. Okay, so let's see what the challenge is for the feminine. Ace of Pentacles, wanting to be the only one. Wanting to be the only one, wanting full-blown commitment, wanting a life, wanting an apology for everything they've been through. For some of you, it could be wanting an engagement ring. Do you see what I'm saying? The Empress's challenge is that I feel that if you're serious about wanting a future with me, it should be my feelings that matter. It should be the way if I tell you something's bothering me, nothing else should matter. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It's just, you should be sitting in an energy where you don't ever want to see me hurt or crying. And if you are willing to make me cry to protect the Queen of Wands energy, then it's just not okay. Then I need to just, shut down and go somewhere else. Okay? Another challenge here for the divine feminine is coming into an energy of possibly wanting to start new somewhere else. This divine feminine, I feel, has numbed themselves, given up hope on this connection. The divine feminine may be coming into an energy with this Page of Wands, possibly of just wanting to be friends with the masculine. The masculine may want to stay in a commitment with the feminine, and the feminine may be saying, listen, we could just be friends and say hi and bye every once in a while. I think I want to go and find someone new somewhere else, because the feminine is tired of being put in a position where third-party energies are protected and defended more than they are. Do you understand? Okay, so what is the hope for the divine masculine for this connection? What hopes does the divine masculine have here? Seven of Pentacles. So the divine masculine, Cancer, is hoping to invest in this connection. The divine masculine is hoping that this connection could bear good fruit. The divine masculine is hoping that the divine feminine will stay and build a life with them. But I don't see that the divine feminine is really willing. Okay, how do I want to put this? In the Bible, there's something called the parable of the seeds. I don't know if many of you may know what I'm talking about or not, but it explains that, to plant your seed on fertile ground. If you plant it in the middle of rocks, you're not going to get good fruit. If you plant it in a thorn bush, it's going to get all tangled, right? You want to plant your seeds on fertile ground so that when you reap what you sow, right? Do you understand? So the divine masculine feels that they want to plant their seeds with the Empress energy, with the divine feminine, because they feel like the divine feminine, if they invest their time and energy with the divine feminine, that would bear good fruit, that their life would be fruitful, that, this is someone I can work with and build a life with. And of course they feel that way because the Empress is a master manifester. The Empress literally represents fertile ground. Okay, if this masculine plants a seed with the Empress will take that seed and turn it into life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Emperor is hoping to be able to create and build a life with the Empress, but the Empress is not seeing the Emperor as fertile ground. The Empress is seeing the Emperor as, rocks or a thorn bush, or, you know what I'm saying? The Empress is not seeing the Emperor right now as somebody that they can build and grow with. Okay, so what is the Empress hoping for in this connection? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Empress is hoping for A, an apology, and B, the Empress is hoping that the Emperor will start to understand that they need to be more steady, more serious, more stable, and more committed. So the Empress is hoping to see more of a stable energy coming from the Emperor, okay? More commitment, more consistency. Okay, because the way the divine feminine is feeling right now about the divine masculine is that the divine masculine is not taking this connection seriously. Okay, so they are hoping that the divine masculine, and mind you, this is not a king. So what the Empress is truly hoping for at this point in time is for the masculine to prove to the Empress over a course of time that they're serious. So the Empress is not sitting in an energy of wanting to view the Emperor, the divine masculine, as someone that they're going to spend their life with. It has reached a point that the Emperor energy, the divine masculine, would have to step up to the plate and spend time proving to the divine feminine that they are serious. So even if there was a reconciliation here, because something is telling me that this connection, if you're together, it is extremely distant and cold towards each other. And if you're separated, and you guys come back together, the Empress is sitting in an energy of not wanting to jump on reconciliation or coming back together with open arms. The Empress is sitting in an energy of guarding their feelings and emotions and needing the Emperor to prove, and the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. So the Emperor would have to take a good amount of time out to prove to the Empress that they are willing to be consistent and serious in this connection. Okay. Okay. So what is the outcome of this twin flame journey? Ooh. The 10 of Pentacles, Cancer. Very nice. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles is long-term commitment, Cancer. Okay, long-term commitment. It also represents long-term financial goals. So this is, building that 10-year plan, building for your retirement, making plans to grow old together. Okay, now there's another thing I'd like you to take note on here. Lumen Moon Tarot puts this the best, guys. Okay, the Empress in their single energy is the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Pre-Empress energy. Now, the pre-Empress has a good job, their own apartment, their own house. The 9 of Pentacles pre-Empress energy represents somebody that has all their ducks in a row. They've accomplished everything they need to accomplish, and now all they're looking for is somebody to share their life with. They're looking for that 10th Pentacle, which is love. The only thing lacking from the Empress's life, the pre-Empress's life, is love. And once they find that one pentacle, which is right here, which is love, okay, they can reach their 10 of Pentacles and start building a future with somebody. Okay, so I feel like what this Empress energy is waiting on is for that Emperor to really show them that they have that one big, fat, shiny pentacle that is going to be the love that the Empress needs to bond and build a life together. Okay, and that is the outcome. So it could be perhaps that we have this Emperor energy, coming in with that big, beautiful pentacle to bring that pre-Empress energy to Empress energy, okay, which is a committed Empress, okay? All right, so Cancer, let's go ahead and clarify and see what we have going on here, okay? All right, tell me about the Three of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Tell me about the Three of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Tell me about the Three of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Three of Swords for the Divine Masculine. We've got the Judgment card. You see, the Divine Masculine is aware that they need to make a final decision. There is someone else in the picture, Cancer, and this Masculine is realizing that they need to make a final decision. And Cancer, the Judgment card is not like the Two of Wands or the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Swords. It is a final decision where that's it. Seven of Wands, I've made my decision. I can't talk to you anymore. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. I'm sticking to my relationship with the Empress, and that's it. So the Masculine needs to make a final decision. Tell me about the Lover's card for the Divine Feminine. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. You see, the Knight of Pentacles here is in the Hope position for the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine needs the Masculine to come in with an apology, and B, a more serious attitude, and prove to the Divine Feminine that they are serious about this connection. Tell me about the Ace of Cups here for the Divine Masculine. And the Four of Pentacles. So the Divine Masculine is viewing the Divine Feminine as someone that has a lot of love to give, but they're also viewing the Divine Feminine as somebody that is not willing to put their heart on their sleeve anymore. So Cancer, the Divine Feminine here is holding back all that beautiful, juicy, gushy, gooey love that they have to offer. They're holding it back. The Divine Feminine has gone cold. The Divine Feminine has gone numb because the Divine Feminine is realizing that they're being put in competition, or that they're giving to a person that is just draining them, and they're not getting anything back. So the Masculine is viewing the Feminine as somebody that has a lot of love to give but is not giving it any longer. Okay, tell me about the King of Cups for the Divine Masculine. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is viewing the Divine Masculine as somebody that is emotionally detached and cold. And what that does to the Divine Feminine is put them in a very vengeful, angry, spiteful, jealous, possessive, angry, very low vibrational energy. And I can promise you, Cancer, that a Divine Feminine energy does not want to sit in this energy. This is as low. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands is in reverse, is two of the lowest vibrations that you can sit in. And the Divine Feminine is saying, the way you treat me is triggering me into jealousy, feeling unsafe, doing really horrible things to get your attention. And I don't want to sit in that energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to sit in that energy. And why am I sitting in that energy? Because I feel like you're sleeping with third-party energies. I feel like you're having one-night stands. I feel like you're more interested in pursuing other situations than me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And with the Nine of Wands here and the King of Cups, there's that King of Cups again, Cancer. This masculine energy, when the Divine Feminine acts like this, closes off even more, because let's just be realistic. Who wants to deal with a Queen of Wands in the reverse? This is someone that's angry and nasty and mean and does horrible things to gain attention, and the Feminine is like, I don't want to be that person. What you're doing is you're bringing out the worst parts of me, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to blow up your car, Divine Masculine, but if you're pushing me to, guess what? It's 4th of July, bitch. In the middle of freaking September, the middle of August. It's 4th of July. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? So the feminine is like, I don't want to be this person. I want peace and happiness and joy in my life. I want to plan a future with you. I don't want to be sitting here at the Home Depots, buying shovels and duct tape and, you know what I'm saying, planning a murder, watching CSI. Like, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing this, Tell me about the Divine Masculine. Tell me about the Hanged Man for the Divine Masculine. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. This is why the Divine Masculine is sitting in the King of Cups energy. This is why the Divine Masculine doesn't show emotion, is because they're stalling. They're not wanting to make a decision. They're not wanting to say, I choose the Empress and the Empress alone. This is someone that's wanting to give to two different situations, and the Divine Feminine is not having it. Do you see what I'm saying? The Divine Feminine is saying, either you're going to give to me and me alone, or I'm going to go about my life, okay? Tell me about the 8 of Cups for the Divine Feminine. We've got the Page of Cups. What did I tell you about the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups? We've got 8 cups and 1 cup here. If you do not see me as a person and see a future with me and put my feelings before others, I will take another offer. Cancer, this is where the Divine Feminine is sitting right now. This Divine Feminine has other options. This Divine Feminine can go on a date or start flirting with other people, because 8 plus 1 is 9. So the Divine Feminine is saying, I will find my wish fulfillment elsewhere. Do you see what I'm saying? We've got the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. All you want to do is lie to me, stress me out, make me feel like I'm crazy, when with the 7 of Swords, I know that something is going on behind my back. I know this isn't all right. You're trying to get me to believe that this scenario is okay when it's not okay. If I'm sitting in bed at night crying because I'm home alone and you're out with the Queen of Wands, who's supposed to be your friend or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. Why am I home alone on a Friday night and you and the Queen of Wands are out eating sushi? Why? Like, for some of you, this could be a Divine Masculine that is just straight cheating and you just know it. Or this could be a Queen of Wands that the Divine Feminine knows about. It could be a Queen of Wands that the Divine Masculine is claiming is just a friend, but more is going on behind your back, okay? See, look, we've got the Divine Masculine here, the Emperor, and the Lover's card. This is an Emperor that wants their cake and they want to eat it too, because they're refusing to make a final decision. So Cancer, the Divine Feminine is sitting in an energy of, listen, if you are incapable of choosing me and just me, then that means that you don't love me as much as I love you, because I am choosing you and only you with that Ace of Cups energy. And that Emperor knows that the Divine Feminine's not lying, okay? So if you don't know right off the bat that I am the one, then I need to go and accept other offers and walk away to find the person who feels that I am the one, to find the person that feels that I am worth hurting other people's feelings for. Okay. Tell me about this King of Wands energy for the Divine Masculine. We've got the Hanged Man. Again, you see, this is a Divine Masculine that is what they want to say to the Divine Feminine is, listen, I could be committed and go do all of these things, but deep down inside, the Divine Masculine knows that all they're doing is stalling. They're trying to convince the Divine Feminine that their behavior is okay, that the Divine Feminine needs to stop. It's okay. I'm committed to you. I choose you at the end of the day. When the Divine Masculine knows what they're up to, they just want to keep this ex or this friend around because that is their safety net. If the Divine Feminine pisses them off, they can go jump into bed with the Queen of Wands. If the Divine Feminine leaves them, the Queen of Wands is sitting in an energy, and I don't have cards to confirm this. This is just my channeled intuition. I feel like the Divine Masculine keeps this particular Queen of Wands around as a safety net. The Queen of Wands is always there to have sex when they need to revenge cheat, or whenever their partner pisses them off. If they get left, the Queen of Wands is there as a rebound. Do you see what I'm saying? But the King of Wands doesn't want to admit that, even though the Divine Masculine knows that that's the truth. But they're trying to charm the Divine Feminine into believing that this Queen of Wands, whether it's multiple or just one, is just a friend and nothing to be worried about. But you're worried, the Divine Feminine is stressed about it. So they don't care that the Feminine is sitting in this energy. Do you understand? And that's what's making the Feminine say, you know what? If you think it's okay for me to be crying every night so that the Queen of Wands, is by your side, then you need to choose the Queen of Wands, because that's the person that you care about the most. You need to marry that person and go live happily ever after, have you some babies and have a nice life. You understand? Tell me about the Page of Wands for the Divine Feminine. We've got the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the Divine Feminine, what they want to say to the Divine Masculine here is, I'm tired. What you're saying is crazy and mature. We're not kids anymore, and I'm tired. I've had enough. I've had enough of being juggled. I've had enough. With the Nine, oh my God, you can't make this up, Cancer. We've got the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. I've had enough. I'm going to walk away and go find my wish fulfillment. Find somebody that has their eyes on me and their relationship, because I need my peace. Do you understand? That's what the Divine Feminine wants to tell the Masculine. And, I'm hearing that song, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna do me. Do you guys know that song? You do you, because I need my peace. I forget the name of the song or whatever, but there's a song like that. And that's what the energy of the Divine Feminine is. I'm gonna let you go, you do you, and I'm gonna do me, because I need my peace and I can't deal with this anymore. There's not one person in the world that the Divine Feminine would put over the Divine Masculine. There's not one person in the world that the Divine Feminine would disrespect the Divine Masculine for. And the Divine Masculine is disrespecting and hurting their Feminine for this Queen of Wands energy. Tell me about this Queen of Wands, please, for the Divine Masculine. The Moon card. You see, there's Cancer. No, there's more to this Queen of Wands than this Emperor is saying. Okay. And the King, the King of Wands, King of Cups, the Emperor knows it. Okay. There are repressed emotions there, or there are secrets with this Queen of Wands energy. There's a reason why this Emperor keeps the Queen of Wands there. Okay. And Cancer, the Divine Feminine sits in an intuitive energy, and with the Five of Swords and the High Priestess, the Divine Feminine's intuition is making them crazy. Do you understand? Like, the Divine Feminine's like, you are not fooling anybody. I know that, you guys sleep together. I know that, do you see what I'm saying? Give me one more on this Moon card with the Queen of Wands, please. Five of Wands in the reverse. This Queen of Wands, that's the challenge here for the Divine Masculine. This Queen of Wands energy should never be placed as competition against an Empress. And the challenge is disconnecting from the Queen of Wands and not putting the Queen of Wands in competition with an Empress, because it is the biggest mistake that they are going to make. This Queen of Wands energy does not hold a candle to an Empress. And this is somebody that is choosing a Toyota over a Maserati. Okay, they're choosing a broken down Hyundai Elantra, 1998 broken down Hyundai Elantra over a 2023 Maserati. That's what they're doing, okay? They're choosing someone that doesn't hold a candle. And I'm not saying that the Queen of Wands is worthless. What I'm saying is that the Queen of Wands, A, is not their divine counterpart. And 2, the Queen of Wands is someone that is not going to bring as much to the table as an Empress. And number 3, there's not even love between these two. The Queen of Wands, just their purpose is to be put on the shelf. And when the Divine Masculine needs to revenge cheat, they're there. When the Divine Masculine has no one else to call because they didn't find anyone at the club that wants to sleep with them, the Queen of Wands is there at 1 o'clock in the morning. When, the Emperor gets into a fight with the Empress and they want to leave the house and go find someone that will feed their ego, the Queen of Wands is there. The Queen of Wands, the only purpose that they serve is this safety net. That's it. So that's why I'm saying the Queen of Wands is no competition compared to an Empress that wants to actually build a life. Do you understand? Okay, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles for the Divine Feminine. Yeah, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel here, Cancer, that the Divine Feminine is sitting in an energy where the challenge is that the Divine Masculine wants to present themselves as a child. They want to make all these silly promises, all these silly apologies, when what the Divine Feminine needs is a full-blown commitment. Not these little tiny stupid promises, not, hey babe, we're just friends, don't worry about it. No friends. No, nothing. It's, your eyes need to be focused on me and our future. 9 of Cups, you need to be focused on making me happy. Do you understand? So I feel like for many of you, the masculine is telling the feminine that this Queen of Wands is just a friend. Okay. And that's the challenge here for the feminine. The feminine is like, we don't need to be worried about friends right now. We need to be worried about our future and our relationship. If our relationship is on the rocks and our relationship is about to end and we're crying and fighting, friends should not be where your mind is at right now. Your mind should be fixing your home base. It should be making sure that I have a smile on my face, you have a smile on my face, and any friends that we do have, that we are mutually okay with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, tell me about the 7 of Pentacles here for the Divine Masculine, please. We have the 5 of Swords. So the Divine Masculine they're hoping to build with the Divine Feminine. But the problem is that they keep self-sabotaging by not wanting to hear the Divine Feminine, because this is a Divine Masculine that's sitting in an energy, King of Wands and the 6 of Wands, of wanting to always be right. Okay, this is someone that's sitting in an energy of, listen, I love you, we're in a relationship, I want to build with you, but I'm telling you, you're wrong. Me having this Queen of Wands on the side shouldn't be an issue. You're insecure, you're not listening, this person, they can't come, this Divine Masculine may even tell the Divine Feminine, who's the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Wands is nobody to you. They're just a friend. I don't care about the Queen of Wands. If I wanted the Queen of Wands, if I wanted to marry the Queen of Wands, I would have already married the Queen of Wands, right? They're not lying about that, Cancer. The Divine Masculine's not lying about that. The Divine Masculine has no interest in ever committing to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is strictly a toy that they pick up and put down whenever they want, but they just don't want to give up their toy. They don't want to give up their toy to save a connection with an Empress. So the Emperor energy has a lot of hope to build with the Empress, but it keeps getting sabotaged because the Emperor is refusing to see the Empress's side in this. Okay, tell me about the Knight of Pentacles for the Empress. And we've got the Page of Wands. So Cancer, I do see that the Divine Masculine is coming into an understanding that unless the masculine either understands where the feminine is coming from, or even if they don't understand, just understand the fact that the feminine is in pain. And it is their job to protect the feminine's feelings, not the Queen of Wands' feelings. Do you understand? So I feel like the masculine is coming to an understanding that, fighting against the Empress energy, trying to one-up the Empress, trying to make the Empress feel like they're wrong is not going to work here. Because you know what, Cancer? The way people feel is never wrong. There's no right or wrong. Okay. If me and you are friends, or if we're in a relationship and I tell you something hurts me, okay, whether you understand why it hurts me or not, the only thing that you need to hear to spark change is that you're hurting me. Okay. I have friends. If my friends should ever say, Gina, you doing this really bothers me, say less. We're done. Whatever you need me to change, we're going to change because I love you. And whether it's a big deal for me or not, do you understand what I'm saying? I never want you to sit in that energy of being hurt. Do you understand? So this masculine, I feel, Cancer, is coming into an energy of realizing here that they can fight till they're blue in the face. The bottom line is, they cannot fight with how the Empress feels. Do you understand? So I feel like communication is going to happen between the Emperor and the Empress. And I do feel that Cancer, this Empress energy is cutting off the Emperor, and I do feel that communication is going to come in, that the Emperor is going to cut off that third party energy, okay? We have the Empress here with the 5 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling here, Cancer, is that the Empress, their wish and their hope is going to come to fruition, but it's only going to be after the Divine Feminine cuts the masculine off for a period of time, maybe up to 5 months, and the masculine starts to become obsessive over the Divine Feminine because they want their future with the Divine Feminine, okay? So I feel like the masculine is going to end up surrendering, okay? With the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Swords, and the Justice card, I do see the karmic sitting in an energy of anxiety because I feel like the karmic here is being shut out. Okay, is being shut out. I feel like the Emperor is going to tell the karmic, listen, I need to have peace in my home and my relationship with the Divine Feminine. I want to reconcile with the Divine Feminine, and I need to, you know, if letting you go is what's going to bring peace to my feminine energy, and you know, I can live happily ever after and in peace and start building my future with my Divine Feminine, then you got to go. I'm truly sorry. So I feel like the way this ends is the feminine energy here, the Divine Feminine, truly cuts all ties with the masculine. And that's when the masculine realizes that, you know, they cut their nose to spite their face. They fought with the feminine. They defended the Queen of Wands. They hurt the feminine energy, all in the name of wanting to be right and have their way. A very spoiled, arrogant energy. No, Cancer, no. You know, Divine Feminine, I'm telling you that me and you can be in a relationship and I can have my safety blanket, Queen of Wands, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you're wrong and I'm right. And the Divine Feminine said, so be it. You're right. I'm wrong. So I'm going to go leave and find someone else. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, that's the way the feminine is handling it. I do feel like there's going to be a period of a stalemate between these two. I do feel like there's going to be stagnancy, but I also feel that this Divine Masculine is going to start to become very obsessive because they realize that their Divine Feminine is out there running the streets, potentially building a 10 of Pentacles future with someone that treats them right. Do you understand? So this masculine is going to rush in for reconciliation. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles here. With the Wheel of Fortune, okay? That is the outcome, Cancer. It's coming back together in divine timing. I'm seeing reconciliation. I'm seeing healing and recovery. And I'm seeing a long-term future here. So what is going to get this Divine Masculine to act right, Cancer, is the Divine Feminine truly disconnecting themselves energetically and making their point that they're just not going to stand for it. They're not going to be hurt and in pain and crying over a Queen of Wands. If you don't see my worth, I'll find someone who does, okay? What does the Divine Masculine want to tell the Divine Feminine? I know you have other choices. I know this. I do too. But no one else even comes close to you. I want you. Do you still want me? So we're dealing with a feminine and a masculine that both have other choices. Now, the feminine energy was sitting in an energy of, I have choices and you're all I want. But when the feminine was sitting in this energy, the masculine was saying, I have other choices and I'm not sure if you're all that I want. Now, all of a sudden, the masculine is changing their tune and they're saying, I know you have other choices. I know you left me. I know that, you know, someone else may snatch you up and build a future with you and treat you better than I did. So are you still willing to choose me over those other people? Okay. So Cancer, the Divine Masculine is going to start changing their tune. Have you found someone better than me? Do you understand? I want to make things fair between us. I do. I realize I was selfish. I do see your value. You don't have to prove it. I get it. Drops mic, Cancer. Okay, so the divine masculine is saying, I know what I did to you was unfair because you were willing to choose me and only me, and I wanted to keep you in a third party situation. I made you jump through hoops. I made you, literally, Cancer, the divine feminine was doing everything they can do to show their value to the divine masculine, to show them how great this connection could be, and the masculine refused to see the feminine's value and continue to put them in competition. So the masculine is saying now, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get your value. I get who you are in my life, what your position is, and what your title is in my life, and that I need to respect it. Okay, and the divine masculine is saying, I know you don't trust me. It seems hard to gain your trust. How can I do that? So here we go, Cancer, where the divine masculine is doing everything that the divine feminine hoped for, coming back around and taking the time out, okay, to prove to the divine feminine that they're serious and that, they see the feminine's value. Okay. What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? Are you going to stay away forever? I need communication. So the divine feminine, Cancer, is waiting for the masculine to come back around. Okay, and here we have, I want a new beginning with you, but I need to know that I can trust you with my heart. Otherwise, I will not surrender. So Cancer, the divine feminine is waiting on the divine masculine for communication to start coming in and show, the feminine is like, I need you to come back. I need you to prove to me that I can trust you. I need you to come back and make it right. Okay. This connection has taken a heavy emotional toll on me and I need to move forward. Okay. So Cancer, the divine feminine is telling the masculine, it was becoming too much on me. The emotional trauma and pain of this connection was starting to hurt me mentally, physically, emotionally. It was too much. I just had to go. Do you understand? But I want you to come back and I want you to prove to me that you see my value and that I can trust you. Okay. I feel brokenhearted because we aren't together, but I will not be a victim in this situation. I'm standing in my power with or without you. Do you understand? So I feel like the divine feminine stepped up to the plate, Cancer, and said, you know what? I'm done begging and pleading and sitting in this victim mentality where I'm constantly like, why can't you see you're hurting me? Why can't you see that you're hurting me? Why can't you see that you're hurting me? The divine feminine is like, you know what? I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to plead. I'm not a fucking victim. I'm a survivor. So peace. I will sit in my power until you see my, until you see my value. It breaks my heart. It hurts me. But at this point, it hurts just as bad to be with you than to be without you. So I'm going to go until you realize my worth. And the masculine does realize their worth. And the masculine is going to come in and prove and regain the feminine's trust. Okay? All right, my loves. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to my moderators. I love you and I will see you soon. Take care, my darlings.